For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Panthers are awakening from their first round bye hibernation, and we are here for the action on Sticky Bleachers. I am Cory.
I'm Bob, here for an exciting divisional round matchup here between Seattle and Carolina. Seattle had that miracle win last week, and let's see if they can carry it into this game here versus Carolina.
Yes, scraping into the divisional round are the Seahawks. They are probably thanking their lucky stars and their football jellyfish hairdos all week. Been lots of question marks, but let's see on offense who's in and who's not. Russell Wilson right away going deep to Curse, who makes a beautiful wide open catch. Is he going to be caught?
Oh, right down to the 2 or 3 yard line. But yes, I think the Seahawks are liking this 60-degree weather more so than the -1 degree weather they were playing in last week. So.
Yes, Marshawn Lynch, the big question mark, did not play last week. He is in today and loses yards on his first carry and his second carry. And just like that, it goes from 3rd down and goal at the 3 to 3rd down and goal at the 14.
Well, Panthers bringing the rush there.
Mm.
And with the QB sack there, and they're going to be forced to kick a field goal. So.
What a stand. What a stand.
Yeah. Carolina coming out and showing that defense is well rested and definitely has a lot of weapons.
Yes, after that gut punch there on the first play, Stephen Hauschka makes the field goal to make it 3-0 instead of what looked like it was going to be 7-0. Ted Ginn starting things off for Carolina.
Short kickoff there by Carolina, but Cam Newton under center takes the ball and hands off to Stewart, who's wrapped up immediately there. These are two great defenses. I'm predicting a very low-scoring game.
Yes, even with Cam Newton and their high-octane offense. Look, he's electrifying. A nice move knocks the defender out of bounds, and Newton's still on his feet.
But he puts the ball on the ground, and it's recovered by Seattle. Richard Sherman with the recovery. And just like in our first game, we see the ball put on the ground early on. So.
Yes, wow. Richard Sherman, who else making the tackle downfield and picking up the fumble? And it's Russell Wilson, the counterpart of Cam Newton, on his feet and down the field.
A little tit for tat there, I believe.
Both of these quarterbacks running a little bit better than Tom Brady did in our earlier game. This one is complete to Doug Baldwin.
That's Patriots leading rusher Tom Brady.
Yes, upgraded from quarterback to Patriots leading rusher. Let's see. It's looking so far like Russell Wilson and Cam Newton will be the leading rushers on these teams. This one is complete to Marshawn Lynch. It's going to be passing, though, so he's not going to be infringing on Russell Wilson's rushing yards.
No, but Marshawn Lynch getting the rust off there with a little catch and run for the first down, and the Seahawks are threatening. Lynch into the end zone with a touchdown, making everybody miss. Welcome back.
Nice misdirection reverse play there, Marshawn Lynch. And as you said, Bob, welcome back. He's in the end zone.
Skittles and all.
Stephen Hauschka looking to make it 10-0, and he does.
I got to tell you, both these teams with very, very colorful uniforms. Very, very bright on the field.
Yes, beautiful. Sea green and teal and just all silver. So many beautiful colors. You just don't often see classy uniform colors like we do here today. Let's enjoy it while we can. This one is tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Yeah,
that Seahawks front four there definitely creates a lot of pressure, and you can get their hands up and tip a lot of passes. So we'll see if Cam Newton's height can play to his advantage. But Tolbert making people miss, juking and jiving, getting the first down. And that's going to take us into the second. Nope. One more play will take us into the second quarter.
Cam Newton's going to be upset that he was infringing on his rushing yards. Cam Newton, of course, looking to maybe redeem himself from that lost fumble earlier.
Absolutely. Ball security is crucial. Goes without saying. Newton with all day to throw and almost picked off. That was an ill-advised throw there by Cam, and I don't know if he's feeling a little bit of the playoff pressure, but
I don't know, youngster, but he is mature for his age. He's making moves and making plays so far. Outside of that drop ball, Cam Newton is doing quite well, and this game might be a different story had he not dropped that one.
Absolutely. They were definitely driving, and but a complete pass to Olsen, his safety blanket, and they get within the red zone. So,
longtime favorite target of Cam Newton is Olsen, and they've got it 1st and goal here.
Oh, wide open in the back of the end zone. There we go. He was wide open. Definitely fooled Philly Brown there.
You
Fooled
called it, Bob.
everybody.
You saw him standing there, and I think Cam Newton saw him standing there licking his chops and ready to deliver the wide-open strike.
I was trying to yell down the field to Cam to see if he could hit him, but I don't want to take all the credit for it.
Well, I'm sure Cam will be sending you an edible arrangement when we're done with this game today.
Well, I hope so.
This week's game of Sticky Bleachers not brought to you by Edible Arrangements, by the way.
No. Or Butts Flores.
Beautiful Dubuque, Iowa. Russell Wilson taking it himself.
He's wrapped up, though, for a short gain and sets up a 2nd down and 6.
I think the coaches and the general managers of these teams probably have their heart in their throats when they see their investment quarterbacks taking off on their own to take those hits, Bob.
Yeah, but it's such a large part of their game, so it's kind of you need one to win the game, and obviously you don't want anyone to get hurt, but Wilson with a huge throw down to Jimmy Graham, and Jimmy Graham's going to take off. I don't know if anyone's going to catch him, Cory.
He's in.
Just a blown coverage there. You could see the Panthers are just absolutely tired on defense.
It looked like they were lining up in a goal line defense there, Bob, because we saw 2 or 3 open jerseys down the field there. Russell Wilson just had to take his pick. He thought maybe it's Jimmy Graham's turn to get one this time.
Good to see Jimmy Graham back there. Hauska with the kickoff. A short kickoff here to Ted Ginn, and Ted Ginn gets out to about the Carolina 30.
And Cam Newton says, all right, I only need 70 yards. Let's do it. See if I can break that 100-yard mark before the first half is over. This one is complete again for a first down, and they are moving here with under 2 minutes left to go in this half.
Yeah, I think it's crucial for the Panthers to put something on the board here going into halftime. Newton takes off running, making people miss, and they get past midfield into the Seahawks 35-yard line.
And again, Newton showing that he's not scared to take a hit. He's running between the hashes there, Bob. He goes ahead and cuts it back inside. He's not running for the sidelines. He's not running to slide at the first down marker. He wants those yards.
Yeah. When you have a quarterback that's as big as a linebacker, he doesn't need to slide, so he's an extra tackle out there. So.
Yes, and lots of misdirection there in the backfield. Confusing for this Seattle defense, the little double fakes there.
Yes, definitely effective for both teams. Stewart bringing the ball down into the 10-yard line. And the Panthers take over in the red zone, and they go back to that same well, but it's bottled up there by the Seahawks.
I would have liked to have seen Stewart cut that one back inside. If he could have beaten that one tackler, he might have been in. As it is, it goes for no gain. Newton back to pass this time. Let's see if he can maybe has Olsen in the end zone, but instead...
It's intercepted. He was wide open in the end zone. You just have to give credit to the Seahawks secondary there. That was a huge turnover, and the Panthers definitely needed some points there.
No, Marshawn Lynch making some moves.
Beast mode coming out to play. Throwing people around.
Wow. A wrestling match there at midfield, Bob.
That was a wrestling match there at midfield, I believe.
Wow.
The Beast versus all of the Panthers.
All right, well, Cam Newton did go ahead and snag the first half rushing lead, although it's only 32 yards. I'm sure he's looking to add on to that. Nice passing game for him, but I think Russell Wilson has been the story of the game in the first half, Bob.
Absolutely, and just like in our first game with the Chiefs and Patriots, the turnovers are killing the Panthers, and Seahawks, unlike the Patriots, have been able to capitalize on those turnovers. So Panthers need to put something on the board to keep this thing close, otherwise this thing could get out of hand pretty quickly.
Yes, I think Russell Wilson is going to be on target with his receivers there, and if Cam Newton was on target with his receivers, we'd have a little bit closer game. A couple of key turnovers have been holding the Panthers back. So I'm very curious to see how they recover as we go on to the second half. As we do go on to that second half, it is my duty and my privilege to talk about Tecmo Super Bowl 2016, the game that we're playing this on. You can get that from tecmobowl.org. There's all kinds of great stuff going on in Tecmo Bowl in the 21st century in 2016. It's still happening over there. People, give them a shout and tell them we said hello. Hauska kicks off to Ted Ginn, who takes it at about the 5. He's past the 10. He's up to the 15, 20. He's still on his feet. He's to the 25, to about the 27, and that's where they will start the second half.
Nice return there by Ted Ginn Jr., and Newton takes the ball under center, and a little fake there, and trying to decide if he's going to run with it. Short pass, incomplete, though.
Very smart knowing where that line of scrimmage was. He did have the stick right in front of him so he could stand there while he wanted to decide what to do. Offensive line
Right.
keeping him open and unhurt. This one's deep to Ginn, and
Wide
it's
open.
complete. Ginn is inside the 30 to the 25, where he is brought down at about the 24.
I thought no one was going to catch him, but it looked like, was that Cam Chancellor back there with the tackle?
Could have been Chancellor, could have been Richard Sherman. It's kind of hard to tell from up here. As you can see, the players are quite small, but Newton does get the touchdown.
Newton just taking this team on his back. That's exactly what this crowd needed, exactly what this team needed, and they're on the board. 17-13 with the point after coming.
Newton saying, give me that ball, I will just take it, and let's see what happens. This extra point is good, and just like that, we have ourselves a close ball game again. Let's see what Russell Wilson and company can do to fire back on their first possession of the second half. Doug Baldwin takes it at about the 15. He's up to the 25. He's up to the 30. He's making some moves. He's to the 35. He's to the 40.
And Doug Baldwin with a very impressive return there, enjoying a breakout season. And Wilson takes the ball here. Bootleg around, and he's wrapped up for a very, very short gain. I think a 2nd and 9's coming. Oh,
Not exactly a blockbuster firing out of the gate.
No. Ooh, dangerous pass there to Lynch, but he catches it, and he gets the first down and then some, and he's off to the races. Can he be caught?
Ooh.
He is. He's chased down, but for the Panthers, that can't feel good.
Images like that must haunt defensive coordinators. Images of Marshawn Lynch by himself down the sideline. And it's fumbled, but it does go out of bounds. So we'll go back to Seattle. Fortunate.
Everything's going Seattle's way. You fumble it out of bounds. Wilson with all day to throw. Oh, but good coverage there in the back of the end zone. And it looked like he had a man open there in the front of the end zone.
I saw that. Looks like he had the tight end open there right at the goal line, but he went for the deep one. As it is, though, it matters not. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, again, he is a pretty amazing playoff football player.
So that's
Definitely
how you
likes
fire
the big
back
stage.
after the touchdown of Cam Newton. You fire back with a touchdown of your own to make it a 10-point game again. Steven Hauschka kicks off. This one is a boomer. Ginn backing up to the back of his end zone.
Deep in his end zone, ill-advised. That's a safety for the Seahawks.
Should have just let that one go. As it is, he comes out, broke that plane, and back in for the safety.
Ted Ginn with an incredibly ill-advised move there, and the Seahawks get the ball back. Wow.
What a strange call that was.
All you got to do is kneel it. All you got to do is kneel down and get your team back the ball.
Yes, we haven't seen a replay yet. The game did go on quickly. I'm not sure if he did break that plane to come out and come back in. I'm not quite sure about that call. As it is, though, it's going to stand because we are a couple plays in.
Oh, but again, they fumbled the ball out of bounds. I think this Carolina defense has to be pretty tired. They've been on the field quite a bit.
And they have been looking at the back of Marshawn Lynch running down that right sideline, Bob. More than once.
They have. And Wilson with the complete pass to Coleman there for the first down, and they move the chains, and that will take us into the fourth quarter.
Wow.
With the Seahawks up by 12. This isn't definitely how Carolina drew it up. So
no, and clock starting to become a factor for Carolina. 5 minutes left, and a couple of ground weapons for the Seahawks are going to be enemies of the clock. And this was complete to Jimmy Graham through the air, though. He's got a first down and much more inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal, Seattle. Really spelling trouble for these Panthers at home.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door, and this could be the nail in the coffin. And Wilson with a little run there, keeping the clock moving. And 2nd and 4 coming in the red zone.
Very smart to keep that clock rolling, keep that ball on the ground. Marshawn Lynch taking it to the corner, but not quite able to get over. It is 3rd down from the 2.
You got to like the heart in this Carolina defense. They are dogging it out there, but they are not giving up. Oh, and in the face of Wilson, incomplete pass. Going to force the field goal attempt here.
Very smart.
It's a small victory for Carolina, keeping it within a reasonable 2-score game here.
Yep, this will make it the 2-score game, though, so that's very smart to go for the field goal rather than try to risk anything. 29-14 is our score with 3:27 left. Ted Ginn and company looking to make something happen. He takes it right at the goal line, does make it safely out of the end zone to the 10.
Get it?
Oh, safely out of the end zone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, gets it out to the 20, and Cam Newton needs to move the ball quickly. Keeps it on the ground to Stewart. I don't know if he saw something there, but they need to move the ball down the field quickly here. This is crunch time.
Two scores, under 3 minutes to go. Clock really becoming a factor here. Newton, let's see if he can get that ball down the field. He is back to pass. He's going for Ginn down the field, and it's picked off. Cam Chancellor.
And he had a wide open man to the right of the field. Nobody on him. Just didn't see it.
And that just about looks like it's just about going to do it here. Russell Wilson going to keep it on the ground. No, he's not. He's going.
No.
He has it complete to Coleman, who is good for a first down inside the 30.
You have to wonder if this is a little bit of revenge for the first time these teams met, if the Seahawks are going to try to rub it in a little bit. Obviously, the Panthers had a devastating, the Seahawks had a devastating loss up in Seattle to Carolina earlier this year.
Yep, this one's out of bounds. It's strange that they are keeping the starters in and keeping the ball through the air, Bob. You might be right there. This might be a little bit of revenge, a little rubbing it in here in the playoffs.
Oh, and showing the leaps is Doug Baldwin there, and I think we're pretty used to seeing that week in and week out. Wilson to Baldwin for a touchdown.
Salt in the wound. Baldwin making a spectacular, as we've seen many spectacular catches here in the playoffs. Doug Baldwin adding his name to the list.
I believe that's actually 2 in a row for Doug Baldwin. He had a nice one-handed grab last week, and now another nice touchdown grab there.
Right you are, Bob. And Hauschka again kicking off to Ginn. How many times have we said that this game? Ginn's got it to about the 35, but I think we're just going for style points here in the final minutes. Just a curtain call for an otherwise memorable season for these Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, definitely had a great regular season, and you don't know how much that week off really can help or hurt. Yeah, so you never really know until after the game.
Yep, right you are there. And they're keeping the starters in, and they were gamely going for that first down. Jonathan Stewart able to show his skills one more time here in this game. 34 seconds left to go. Newton, he's going to the air.
Oh, just off the hands of the receiver there. 25 seconds left to play here.
The Seattle defense also playing for pride, trying to keep them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard as this goes. But Tolbert's got a nice move, couple of moves, and he's to about the 31 before he's brought down.
But he stays up, and that's the end of regulation. And the Seahawks win 36-14. Cory, what'd you see in the game?
Well, I am looking at Russell Wilson's numbers. 249 yards passing, a couple of touchdowns there. Doug Baldwin doing really well. Marshawn Lynch just shredding defenses, especially in that second half, Bob. That's when we really saw the adjustments, and we saw these high-powered offenses going. Unfortunately for the Panthers, a couple of turnovers really ended their chances in this game.
Yeah, in the playoffs and in the regular season as well, turnovers can kill a team, and the Seahawks had 2 turnovers that went out of bounds, but Newton threw 2 picks at crucial times, and when their team could get back in it, and just couldn't seal the deal. And an impressive win by the Seahawks over a very good Carolina Panthers team.
That's right.
Carolina.
So Seahawks squeak in on a last-second field goal missed by the Vikings, but they show definitively over the number 1 team in the NFC this year that they are looking good heading to the NFC Championship game.
Absolutely. We'll see what they can do, and we'll see who they'll be facing here in games coming up. So
that's right. Well, I think that's going to do it from Carolina here this week. I am Cory signing off.
I'm Bob. We'll see you guys next week.